It's over for real this time. That sucked. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about the New York Jets versus Seattle Seahawks recap. That's incredibly unfortunate. The New York Jets lose again. 5 in a row. 5 games in a row after starting 7-4, 6-3, whatever that. I don't know. I don't have words anymore. I really don't. It's incredibly frustrating that this team started what they started with this year versus to where they finished is a complete 180. It's unbelievably frustrating. Let's get into this one because the Jets never got off the bus for the biggest game of the year. And that's the third time in a row that it's happened. Third time. Immediately. First play of the game. Kenneth Walker goes on a 60-yard run to put the Seattle Seahawks inside the 20. Hockenson touchdown over Joyner, puts them up 7-0. Like before you could even sit down with your popcorn, get your drink, nothing. The Jets already down 7 points. Okay, fine. Jets get the ball. Conklin, nice catch. Good ball from Mike White. They're starting to move it down the field a little bit. Ty Johnson rips off a big run. He's looking like the 2020 version of Ty Johnson. Mike White picked off. Quandre Diggs was the one who picked him off. Did it look like it maybe could have been pass interference? I suppose. Yes, you could argue maybe it was pass interference. Would it have mattered? Probably not. Still a terrible ball. Should never have been thrown. And you gift Seattle a possession, no points. Jets can't stop the run. Joyner beat again. Sauce of the big pass breakup. Thank God Sauce Gardner is still elite. Seattle settles for 3. It is 10-0 Seahawks over the Jets. Okay, fine. Jets get the ball. You have a big Bam Knight run. This is good. Big catch to Elijah Moore on third down. Love this. Jets they settle for a long field goal. Zerloin hits from 44. Jets on the board, 10-3. Okay, you survive. Next Seahawks possession. LaMarcus Joyner goes down with an injury. I don't want to see anyone hurt ever, but after how LaMarcus Joyner started this game, you can't really say that it was a downgrade when he left. The safety position is absolutely a position of need. Both Whitehead and Joyner were abysmal today, and you 100% need an upgrade on both those guys. Tony Adams time to come in now because Will Parks, who was filling in for LaMarcus Joyner when he was hurt, was put on the practice squad and not elevated. Jets jump offside on what would have been a sack from Bryce Huff. Extends the drive. Huge play from Geno to Dallas. A little dump off broken play turns into a big thing. Another touchdown to Mabry. 17-3. Already feels like it's over. At the start of the second quarter, this one already felt like it was over. Jets start to move the ball. You got a nice play to Berrios. Bam Knight involved. Garrett Wilson comes up with a catch. His first catch of the day. He goes over 1,000 yards. Can we say positive spin for a second? Positive. This is a really garbage game. But to talk about Garrett Wilson going over 1,000 yards with this awful quarterback play, 3 different starting quarterbacks. Garrett Wilson is a stud. Thank God he is a New York Jet. Shout out to him. He goes over 1,000 yards. Mike White is sacked on third down, so the Jets attempt another field goal. They go up 17-6. Next Seahawks possession, finally, the New York Jets decide to clamp it down. Solomon Thomas comes up with a sack. JFM comes up with a big sack. 3 and out for the Seattle Seahawks. The Jets are going to get the ball. Just a weird play calling and just not able to execute the next time the Jets have the ball. It ends up being a 3rd and 4 situation. The Jets would decide to call a draw play on 3rd and 4. That is an unserious play call from Mike LaFleur. Now, I defended him this week saying I don't think he should be fired. I still probably don't think that he should be fired. Do I think Mike LaFleur is God? No. Do I think he's abysmal? Also no. I think he's somewhere in the middle. He's okay. He has some nice moments. He has some bad moments. Overall, continuity, I think, is more important. Bring him back. But that third down play call is an embarrassment. Then on fourth down, the Jets go to throw. Garrett Wilson drop. Hard not to just shrug your shoulders and go, I guess this is just what it is today. You try to get the ball in your best player's hands. It was a nice throw, but just not able to get it done. Next possession for the Seahawks, Quincy Williams. Stop me if you heard this before. Quincy Williams whiffs on a tackle, extends the drive. Carl Lawson comes up with a sack. Love that. Love that. I don't want to cut Carl Lawson. Restructure his contract. Is $15 million a year probably too much for him. At this point, yeah, he took a step back this year. Restructure him. Keep him. Then you get a phenomenal Sauce Gardner breakup, and that would force the Seattle Seahawks to punt. But Braxton Berrios, what a regression from Braxton Berrios this year. He was an all-pro returner, all-pro special teamer last year. Lets the ball bounce inside the 10, rolls to the 1-yard line, just sets up awful field position for the New York Jets. I can't even put into words just how bad Braxton Berrios has been this year. He was a special team stud last year. Stinks in 2022. He was terrible. And into 2023. Jets got a few nice plays. They got the ball to the 45-yard line. Okay, you have a chance for a Hail Mary before halftime. Anything salvage, maybe get some points. Mike White strip sack to end the half. 17-6 going into halftime. All right, fine. Jets got the ball at the half, so maybe you can respond, get some points on the board. It's still like you're only down by 11. It's not abysmal. You'll be all right. Big play to Tyler Conklin. High on third down to Corey Davis. You miss a long field goal, and you give good field position. Now, was it a high throw to Corey Davis? Yes. Is that also a ball that has to be caught? Yes. I can't tell you how many times the ball has hit a wide receiver in the hands or a tight end in the hands, and they haven't been able to come up with the football. It's embarrassing. It happened to Corey Davis every single week this year. It happened to CJ Uzomah earlier in the game. It's happened to Tyler Conklin in this game. It happened to Garrett Wilson, who's a star in this game. Just unacceptable. Bad effort. And then Seahawks obviously take over in good field position. Kenneth Walker's running the ball down your throat. 4th and inches. Can you get off the field? Of course not. Geno Smith on a quarterback sneak. He picks up the first down. Bend but don't break. Seahawks settle for 3. It's 20-6. Mike White misses a couple of throws on the next Jets position. First down, miss. Second down, miss. Third down, short of the sticks. Fourth down, Brady Mann goes to punt. It's blocked. How could you not laugh? Is it on Brady Mann? Maybe not, but just he has been absolutely awful this year as well. He had one good onside kick. This year, he made a tackle in his rookie year, and he's still on the Jets 3 years later. Because of it, the Jets need a new punter very, very badly. The Jets would force a Seahawks punt on the Jets on that next possession. Jets offense doesn't do a damn thing. Next possession, Sauce Gardner almost comes up with an interception. Jets would force a long field goal. No good. Do you have life? Maybe. No, not at all. Jets offense doesn't do anything. The Jets get the Seattle offense off the field. CJ Mosley almost comes up with an interception. God forbid this team is able to come up with a turnover at this point. White's picked off again. Perfect field position now for the Seattle Seahawks. They tack on another 3. The Jets get the ball back. After that, Mike White bounces the ball on 4th down on a check down. It's just like as off the rails as it could possibly be. The last 2 weeks in particular has been so goddamn embarrassing. It's not even funny. I can't come up for words with what this team has been over the last 2 weeks. Really, I mean, they've been on a bad losing streak for a while now, but specifically the last 2 games has just been a putrid offensive performance. They have 9 points in their last 2 weeks. Mike White, I know he's returning from an injury. I know the ribs aren't 100%, but he just was not good enough today. Not good enough. Jets force a turnover on downs. White almost picked off for the 3rd time today. Mike White is sacked, ends the game, strip sack. That's it. It's over. That's it on the year. The New York Jets dropped to 7-9 after at one point being 7-4 on the year, being 5-2 at one point this year, I believe. Yes, 5-2, dropped to 5-3, then go to 6-3 at the bye. Just an absolute meltdown performance, and the Jets are eliminated from the playoffs for the 12th year in a row. I was 15 the last time the Jets made the playoffs. 15. I am 27. I'll be 28 in a few months. And I was 15 the last time the New York Jets made the playoffs. Mike White finishes 23 of 46, 240 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, a lost fumble. Not good. Not good. The 2023 quarterback for week 1 is not currently on the roster. That is what we know from this. The Jets have work to do. They have one more game left this year before a really big offseason. Stop me if you heard this one before. Number 1, the Jets need a quarterback. Number 2, they have a big offseason in front of them. I'm so sick and tired of talking about the offseason, and we held out for so long. And yes, I'm happy that the New York Jets made it to week 17. You know, they played meaningful January football. That is a step in the right direction. But how this has gone over the last few weeks, after losing to Minnesota, after losing to Buffalo, Detroit, Jacksonville, and now Seattle for 5 straight losses, it completely derails all the progress that you made early on in the year when you were playing your best football. You were pulling off upsets. You were winning on the road. It's frustrating. I am frustrated. You're frustrated. Everyone is frustrated. That's it. That's all she wrote. One more game for the New York Jets in the 2022 season, and then it's a big offseason for 2023. Sound off below in the comments. Jets drop to 7-9. I'm Matt O'Leary. Talk to you next time.